Good morning. I'm going to take just a few minutes to go over your photojournalism assignments, and I'm going to kind of group these for the next couple weeks just so you can kind of see the due dates and how they're going to fall through. So now I will say only one of them is in classroom right now because I didn't want to confuse you, but I want to talk about all of them. So the one that you have for the next week, which will be due on Monday, November 1st, and it is due Monday, November 1st at midnight, is 30 images. 30 images. You are going to have 20 that are of underclassmen, so 5 of each grade level, so at least 5 freshmen, 5 sophomores, and 5 juniors, and they need to be students that are on the not pictured list. I'll talk about that in a second. You are not going to be putting them on a slideshow as you did in the past. You are going to be putting them right into a folder and organizing them similar to how you just did your fall sports package. When you are naming, it would be your initials, underscore junior, or underscore sophomore, underscore freshman, and then underscore the name of the student. So my example here was Jane Doe. Jane Doe. 10 of an organization, you would name them initials, ORG, so we know it's an organization, and then the name of the organization. After the name of the organization, if you would like to go ahead and say what students are in that image, you're welcome to do so. It is not required, but you're welcome to do so. Okay? So far, does that make sense for photojournalism? Okay, the folder that you are going to be putting them in is the shared folder in Google Drive. I did have to think about how I wanted to name this folder, so if we decide this folder doesn't make logical sense, we can modify it. But inside of your book, there is now a folder that simply says PG, okay, that's photojournalism, PJ, sorry, 1025 to 11/1. Because I need to know where to look to find your assignment, so I can't just have you put them in other folders. And I'll be able to easily type in your initials in that folder to assess your work. Does that make sense for photojournalism students?
Photojournalism.
Yes, but that's only for photojournalism students. Okay? Now, when we talk about the not pictured list, this is the current not pictured list. Now, this is not a...
Maybe it is.
You may be offline or limited connectivity. Try downloading instead. Okay. It's an Excel document that I should be able to download if I just click open in Google Sheets. You have to click open in Google Sheets at the top. So you're going to see this is organized by grade level first, and then how many times they're currently pictured in the book. So you would want to go to juniors, and then you would want to go down to where you start to see people that aren't pictured. So juniors that are not pictured.
There's a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I'm into the sophomores. So right there would be your group, and it's nice because it tells you what homeroom they're in. For the most part, this document is accurate. You will find that maybe a student has moved and is no longer on our roll that is listed there, okay? But you should have lots of opportunity and variety of students to choose from with that. Photojournalism students, does that make basic sense? I'll give you a chance then to look over and ask questions. Okay, so want to show you kind of what you have from now till, as Fox was saying about how quickly Thanksgiving is approaching, between now and Thanksgiving. And this isn't to overwhelm you. This is just so you can be aware. And all right. So right here is November 1st. You have your images due. You're going to have images due again on November 10th. And I'll give you more details about those on the 10th. You will have images due again on the 17th and on the 24th. So one thing that is changing, you'll see this assignment is due on Monday, and then after that assignments are due on Wednesday, and that has to do with the 2 breaks that we have. Okay? Journalism students, your next photography assignment is not due till December 1st. That doesn't mean you should put it off, okay? But it is not till December 1st. At that point, you will have 30 images due, and they need to be a combination of underclassmen and organizations. Okay? Underclassmen and organizations, and you will load them into this folder. Same naming criteria. Okay? The reason that I didn't give you guys weekly assignments is because we have a deadline coming up. I still think it would be very wise of you to try to get, let's say 10 images a week, if not more, that you're happy with, but you may not have time to truly sit down and organize them till after the deadline. So this is the day that we come back from Thanksgiving break. It is not due till that evening. That way, if you do have some hiccup, and I don't want you to have to obviously dedicate Thanksgiving break to working, but you should have a few days before Thanksgiving break. Our goal is that prior to Thanksgiving break, we have a few days that are everything's submitted, and we have a few days that you can work on other items. Sound good? I know that was a little in-depth, but yet a quick overview. So please, if you have questions, reach out.